I want a restaurant. I want a great restaurant that happens to be halal. I don't want a great halal restaurant that happens to have great food. You know, for me, it always starts with the food. Don't get me wrong, everything's 100% halal, but I don't want people to go, oh, let's try the halal place that serves wings. Let's go to the wing place that has halal food, right? That's what I want to be known for. You want a single?
I like this. Nick a double. No, you not necessary.
Double. You already had coffee though. You sure you want a double? I'm just making coffee. I don't know who's actually having coffee or not. I got 3 going, almost 4. I got hot waters. I was doing BMO, doing finance. After BMO, I went to I was selling RESPs, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled. Walaikum salam, Papa. Come sit, Papa. I felt like I wanted to go back to something that I know and I love, and that's when I decided to look into, going back into the game. So making breakfast for my parents, my dad has certain things he likes, my mom has certain things that she likes. Every once in a while, they change it up. So before I go to work, I like to set everything up for them, make it as easy as possible. When I sold my original restaurant, it kind of sucked the life out of me. I was working a lot of hours. It literally beat me to the ground, and I wanted a different life. I love you. Bye. I'll see you soon, right? I thought that having a 9-to-5 would be fulfilling. I thought having weekends and nights off would be something that I would enjoy. It just didn't fulfill me. It didn't fill my needs. A lot of things happen in the morning just to make sure we're good for the day. Getting things like sandy buckets done, make sure everything is clean and up to standards for the day. Before Angry Wings, I never deep fried chicken wings before either. So it was something that I wanted to do. My dad always has a saying, where there's a will, there's a way. And my rebuttal to that, I have the will, I'm just trying to find my way. So literally, when I was doing my market research, we got a big pot, we filled it with oil, and then I just started frying wings. I just, and I tried and I tried and I tried, and I failed a lot. A lot of the wings that I made were not good. It's kind of gross in here, I'm not gonna lie. But as time went on, I refined my recipe. I had some help. I have a good friend of mine who's a sous chef, and a little FaceTiming here and there, and just trying to see where I went wrong. And eventually, I came up with my product. 3 pounds of wings, 200 garlic, 1 house barbecue. So we can definitely do that. We'll start that in about 6-7 minutes. How are you doing? Just halfway down there, my friend. feel like everything is kind of clicking the way it's supposed to click. With Burger Brats, it didn't always click. It was always one hurdle after another hurdle after another hurdle, and it just nothing felt like it was supposed to go, right? Every time I took 2 steps forward, I felt like I was slapped 3 steps back. You know, I had a great weekend, my fridge broke. I had another great weekend, and you know, there was an incident where 2 gentlemen got into a fight, and one guy threw the other guy, went through my wall. So like, you know, like no matter what I did, it just felt like it's like an uphill battle. With Angry Wings, it just feels like every time I take a step forward, it's like everybody's taking a step forward with me, if that makes sense. I've learned a lot from my mistakes that I made. And I've made a lot of mistakes with Burger Brats, but either I could cry about it or I could learn something from it. And I have, and I am, and I'm planning to do better. Just try tapping on the lower there. Perfect. You copy your receipt?
I'm all right, man.
Awesome, brother. Have yourself a great day, man. Good night. I don't need a Porsche. I don't need a mansion. I just need to be happy in what I'm doing and happy that the people around me are happy. These bowls never end, man. Nightmares. Bowls and bowls and bowls and bowls. Right now, it's a struggle. It's a grind. Working 60, 70 hours a week is no joke. It's hard, leaving my wife. And to ask her to make all these sacrifices now during the first few years of marriage, but I think it's worth it. I think right now we're on a path, you know, and I know deep within my soul I have something very, very real and something special with Angry Wings. And I plan to push it and to make it something special.